Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing well. Today, I want us to go over Ina Garten's recent memoir, Be Ready When Luck Comes. And I absolutely adore reading memoirs because I think that it gives us insights into other people's lives and the way that they've approached life and how they have approached success and failures. And if you don't know who Ina Garten is, she is kind of like, I wouldn't say she's the Martha Stewart, but she's a Martha Stewart type celebrity. She is a celebrity on the Food Network. She owns her own food company called The Barefoot Contessa. And she recently just put out a memoir called Be Ready When the Luck Happens. And I read it and I absolutely love it because of how simple yet mind blowing it is. So this video really is about the lessons that I gained and the takeaways that I also want us to gain from this book. The first lesson is to follow your passion, even if it means changing course. Ina wrote in her memoir that she actually left a career in the government to purchase a small food store called the Barefoot Contessa. Although she was getting it was a high-paying job in DC. She was working with high-powered people. She just felt so dissatisfied with her life, and that led her on a trip to New York, and she ended up purchasing the Barefoot Contessa. And everyone was telling her that she was crazy and um, kind of discouraging her, but she knew that she was passionate about food, and she changed her life and changed her course. Secondly, simplicity is key. And when she talks about her life, you know that she really took this lesson of simplicity is key when she met her husband Jeffrey, and they didn't have that much money, but they wanted to go on a trip to Europe. They budgeted. They didn't expect to have some fancy trip, but they did with what they could. And she takes this approach to food and entertaining, especially because when you're entertaining people, just by yourself, you're hosting by yourself. You don't have time to create this complicated recipes. So she advocates for when hosting and entertaining specifically, she advocates for dishes that are simple and entertaining practices that will not wear you out. And she advocates for practices that are elegant yet uncomplicated. And this reminds us really that beauty often lies in simplicity. The third lesson is that preparation is power. Ina Garten is known for her meticulous planning when hosting dinners or writing cookbooks or creating a new project, and she emphasizes the importance of preparation in reducing stress and creating an enjoyable experience for yourself and others. And I just want to highlight that I don't think these lessons are just specific to cooking and to entertaining. I think that these lessons can be used in other aspects of life and can be extracted to just general life general life advice. And the fourth lesson really is don't be afraid to take risks. Like I said, it's not just applicable to cooking or entertaining. In Garten herself, when she started she took a risk when she bought her food store, and then she took a risk when she decided to write cookbooks and decided to create a television show and expanding her brand. These were all risks for Ina Garten, and she demonstrates that stepping out of your comfort zone can lead to great rewards. The fifth lesson is to prioritize what matters. What I love about Ina Garten is that she balances her professional life with her personal life. I think it's just beautiful the way she navigates her relationship with her husband, Jeffrey. They both have different lives, and those lives are not quite, Jeffrey is a high powered economist, is working at banks, and Ina is working in a food store. And at several points during their lives, they lived apart from each other. She was in New York, Jeffrey was in DC, and at some point, Jeffrey had to go to Tokyo while she remained in America for work. And I just love how she's able to balance her life and made time for her husband and her loved ones and her friends. And I love that, she did not forget about her family and the people that really matter while pursuing her dreams. The sixth lesson here is to stay true to yourself. Garten has never compromised her visions for trends or fads. I think that she sticks to her authentic style, and that encourages others to do the same, whether it's in cooking or whether it's in life decisions. The seventh lesson is that perseverance pays off. Success does not happen overnight. In a Garten worked hard, she experimented, she learned from failures, and she really illustrated the value of perseverance and consistent effort. The eighth is hospitality is about connection. I adore hosting people. I adore hosting friends over and family. And I connect really with this aspect of hospitality being about connection. And for Inner Garden, entertaining is less about perfection or less about making yourself good, but it's all about making your guests feel welcome and loved. And this lesson really translates, to me at least, as a reminder to focus on connection with people over appearances. The ninth lesson is the importance of mentors and inspiration and having supportive people around you. And Ina often credits those who inspired her, from Julia Child to her husband, Jeffrey. And surrounding yourself with supportive people and learning from others is a recurring theme in her story. And the last lesson is to find joy in everyday things. You don't have to wait for your birthday or a big event to feel happy. Just find stuff in the little things. For in a garden, it's trying a new recipe or arranging flowers or setting a beautiful table or gardening. And I think that you should find the everyday things that makes you happy, as this mindset encourages celebrating small victories in your daily life. Um, I really love her memoir, and I think that her memoir really revolves around the idea that success is just not about just being lucky, it's about being prepared to seize opportunities when they come. And I really recommend that if you've not read her memoir, you should absolutely read the memoir. This is just a very superficial takeaway from her memoirs, superficial summary, and I think that you will really benefit from reading her memoir. And for those who have read the memoir, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoyed this video as well. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye, my darlings.